Hey, my name is Adner. Welcome to Eden Valley Farm. Today is very exciting because the asparagus are coming up and I've been waiting to show you. This video and how we grow the asparagus and how you perhaps can start just with a side hustle growing asparagus and selling them early spring. It's one of the easiest crop to grow and it doesn't take much. So today I'm going to show you how to plant them, how to grow them, and as well how to keep them weed free, basically how to weed them, and all that stuff is very easy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's get right into it. Now, when it comes to growing asparagus, one of the things that we want to do is to plant them deeper than what perhaps you've seen online. The deeper you plant the asparagus, the thicker the asparagus are. So I'm going to cut this asparagus right here just to show you how beautiful and juicy that asparagus is right there. Now, the way you achieve that is that you dig a trench of about a foot deep. So let's do 12 inches. So you're gonna dig 12 inches deep and you're gonna cover now for about 4 inches of just pure composted manure, organic matter. Just fill it up with beautiful rich soil that will be down there, and on top of that then you're gonna get the crowns. Now what I recommend, if you're gonna purchase and plant asparagus, don't start with seed. I recommend for you to get crowns, and they're about 2 year or a year old crowns, and then basically you are going to plant the crown right on top of that composted manure. Now when you're done with that process, then you're just gonna cover it with dirt, and basically you're gonna have star asparagus just like this. Now to get to this thickness, to get to this quality, to produce a lot of asparagus, you're gonna have to wait 2 years. Now you bought a 1 year old crown, now you have to wait 2 years to start harvesting asparagus. And in the third year is when you're really gonna get a really good crop of asparagus, and then basically you harvest for about 6 weeks. Now once you've done that process of planting asparagus, you wait about 2 years. The best way that I have found to keep your asparagus weed free without adding herbicide and things like that is actually we just come early in the spring before the asparagus come. And this is one of the reasons that you need to plant asparagus a little bit deeper, because you want to come then with your tiller and rototill about 2 inches of top of your soil. So if you look right here, this whole row of asparagus, you can see that it's nice and clean. And the way we achieve that is just simply we came early with our rototiller and past the tiller. Now let's say 6 weeks have gone by, you've been harvesting asparagus. The amount of asparagus are starting to decrease, meaning the amount of asparagus that is popping out. That means that you need to stop harvesting. And basically, I will grab my rototiller and pass it right over it and kill any weeds that have come up. And that's all the maintenance I do on the asparagus. So when I say that asparagus are really easy to grow, to develop a side hustle, and just basically, what you do is that you come, you harvest your asparagus. And this right here, let me harvest for you what it will be worth about $5. That's about half a pound of asparagus. And these are beautiful, juicy asparagus, and we sell these for $5. One of the reasons I suggest asparagus to start developing your income in the farm is because it's an easy crop. So we talked about planting them, we talked about how to keep them weed free, and basically you only have to harvest them for 6 weeks. You can still have your full-time job, and it doesn't take a lot of time to maintain. Throughout the summer, all you do is basically just add water to it, put a drip system, and just water them throughout the summer. And then winter comes and your asparagus will die and they will start dormant. And basically the patch will be for about 15-20 year patch. This one actually was planted in 2013 and we're still harvesting asparagus strong. Now let me just show you, because we planted a new patch and we planted them a little bit shallower, so that way we don't have such a thick asparagus, because some customers, they don't want so thick of asparagus, so they want more of that thinner one. Now again, the thick asparagus doesn't mean that it's tough. It's actually very juicy and it tastes delicious. Matter of fact, a lot of our customers, when they taste ours, they always come back for more. So let me show you the other patch and share a couple more tips for growing asparagus. Now the last step, you have planted them, now you have cultivated them, you maintain them weed free. The next thing that I want to share is basically how to harvest asparagus. And the way you want to harvest asparagus, right now I have my Leatherman, that's all I have with me right now, but basically you want to go about 1/2 inch to 1 inch just below ground. You want to harvest some of that white. Now if you harvest your asparagus right, you don't really have to trim it, you can just sell it just like this. So I'm just going to harvest few right here that I would sell just like this without cutting it. A serrated knife sometimes tends to work a lot better, like this one is. Of course, I don't recommend to use your Leatherman for this, but just for the sake of showing you right now. But look how beautiful that bundle is of fresh asparagus. Very nice, medium size, and these are really good. One of the things that each asparagus tastes different depending on the minerals that are in the soil, depending on what you add on. So when you plant your asparagus, when you put that foundation that we talked about 4 to 5 inches of good solid compost and manure, make sure you put a really good nutrient dense material down there, and then cover them, add a little bit of layer of dirt, and you can add even more compost. Basically fill it up with good compost, because that's going to give you really good results. Again, asparagus is a very easy crop to deal with. The amount of hours of manpower we put here are very little, because in the spring all we do is that we come and rototill. 6 weeks later we come and rototill again. I put a drip tape, and then basically I don't touch this patch until the following year, where I do the same thing. So basically the work, the amount of the work that involves with asparagus is just to harvest, and you can make good income just for a good 6 weeks. Let's say you harvest about 3,000-4,000 pounds of asparagus, then you can sell that, and you know, it's not going to be your yearly income, but it is just definitely a supplement. And if you have a farm that you're looking for a cash crop that is easy, you're struggling with workers, then you might consider growing asparagus. We're going to be doing a video very soon where I'm going to be talking about basically just main crops, about 3 crops that can now make a good living of the farm. So stay tuned for that, and we want to show you more throughout the year. One of the things I'm doing is this upcoming Thursday, and I'm going to be doing this for about 2 to 3 months. So just click the link below if it's available, enroll for the webinar. It's a free webinar where I'll be answering questions, teaching you how to grow asparagus, how to grow everything that we do here at Eden Valley Farm. But for now, thank you for watching, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.